your button. Alrighty, so starting on our backs in Supta Baddha Konasana, or you can have the soles of your feet together or apart. And I'm going to press mute on all of you so we don't hear each other. Yeah. And dropping and trying to quieten everyone down here. Just gonna switch the screen so you guys can see. Morning, everybody. Morning at home. Checking we're all in. You all in and there? You're all okay? If it gets too windy, you come inside. Everybody, as you can see, I'm not Nikki, covering for Nikki today. We have 1 hour together and we're going to start lying on our back. My name is Juliet, by the way. Right, so lying on your back, and you decide when you arrive, when you land, what's most needed this morning. Is it Supta Baddha Konasana, bring the soles of your feet together, knees wide, or is it a Shavasana, extending your legs and arms alongside your body? Or is it easy rest, maybe bringing your feet to the outer edges of your mat and knocking your knees in towards each other? And then all together, let's take a deep, full breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and clear it away. Again, inhaling through your nose and exhaling. Again, breath in. A little hover at the top of the breath. Long exhale. Little bounce at the bottom of the breath. Go again, inhale. Pause at the top. Exhale. Pause. Breathe in together. Breathe out. Continue in your own rhythm now, breathing in and out of your nose, sweeping your breath along the back of your throat. Coming into Ujjayi breath now, slowly breathing in and out of your nostrils. When we close the eyes down, we meet our internal world without needing to do anything about it. So we get curious about sensations in our body today. We get curious about what emotion we've come to our mat with today, now. And we get curious about the quality of our thoughts, again, without trying to fix, just getting an understanding of the landscape with which we're working with today. And then as you drop into your body, all the noises, the distractions outside of your physical body start to fall away. And then you bring your attention underneath the breath. You might get a sense of your energy or this internal current. Becoming very familiar with the life force that exists within you, within all of us. As the noises fall to the background, when we go inside, what remains? It's our center right there. This place within us that no matter the changes on the outside, no matter the intensity on the outside, this place inside us underneath the breath cannot be distorted, cannot be hurt, cannot be tarnished. And so as we start to participate in this flow of life, it becomes stable. And that's our practice today, to see if we can connect to this current within us, this fluidity, this life force, call it what you want. We spend most of our time trying to be somewhere else. For this practice, for this hour that we share, let's see if we can stay in collaboration with this current. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Rock from side to side. Drawing your knees wider towards your armpits now as you catch the backs of your legs or your ankles or the outer edges of your feet. Bring your attention to the length of your spine. See if you can move your tailbone towards the earth as you again rock from side to side. Using your breath as a way to tether you to the moment that you're in, to this participation with life force, energy. And then take the backs of your thighs, rock and roll up and down the length of your mat, really moving through your spine, this central channel that carries this current. And then make your way up onto all fours here, maybe cross your ankles, roll over onto your shins. Come up onto all fours, stack your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. Take your time to reorientate yourself. Close your eyes, drop your belly towards the earth as you lift your chest through the windows of your arms. And then tuck your chin in towards your chest and around. So closing off the sense of sight. And this opening our eyes, right? It uses energy. 30% of our energy escapes through the eyes. So what happens when we close the eyes, right? We meet this internal world underneath the breath, in between the skin and the muscles and the bones. Can you connect to that? Good, and then curl your toes under. Hover your knees off the mat 1 inch. Shift your hips towards your heels and lengthen your arms as you move your chest towards the tops of your thighs. Let go of your head, let go of your neck. Good, and then downward facing dog. Send your heels down towards the ground. Separate your feet about hip width distance apart. Look at your hands for a moment. Look at your fingers and spread them wide. Imagine in this moment that your hands and your feet had lungs. Slowly walk to the top of your mat, taking as many steps as you need to get there. Separate your feet about hip width distance apart. Bring your right hand to the center of your mat, maybe on top of a block. Reach your left arm up towards the ceiling, bending through your right knee. So utilizing a block sometimes gives you access to more space. Good. Switch sides. Left hand comes down, right arm lifts up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Good. Right hand comes down to the ground. Interlace your fingers behind the back of your head. And then allow your head to be the weight that tractions your spine. Keep your knees soft. Good. Keep your hands interlaced behind your head as you come to a flat back. So lengthen your chest forwards and then squeeze your shoulder blades in towards each other. Beautiful. Keep your knees soft and then come all the way up to standing, keeping your hands exactly where they are, lifting your elbows up towards the ceiling. Slight back bend here, lifting your sternum up towards your chin. Good. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling now. Interlace all 10 fingers. Press the palms of your hands up towards the ceiling. Breathe here. So as we move through our physical body and we move our breath in Ujjayi breath, we're moving this energy through us. Reach over towards the right, pressing into your left foot, opening up through the left side of your body. Breathe into your left lung, your left rib cage. Good. Inhale, come up to center, and then switch sides, this time pressing into right foot as you lean over towards the left. Good. Inhale, come back up to center. Bring your prayer to your heart center. Close down the eyes if they're not already closed. And this is your moment, right, to set an intention for your practice. And as you've moved your energy just a little bit, just maybe a word pops into your awareness. Something that you'd like to cultivate on your mat. Something that you'd like to cultivate to help you with a specific challenge. Just let that land like a seed. Good. On your inhale, reach your arms above your head, breathe in. Good, and then fold forwards as you breathe out. Keep your knees soft, fold. Good, it's a halfway lift, breathe in. Plant the palms of your hands down onto the ground. Step your right toe to the mat and lower your right knee down to the ground. Untuck your toes at the back. Keep your fingertips connected to the earth as you lift your chest. Breathe in. And as you exhale, straighten both legs and fold. You could flex the toes of your left foot towards the own shin. Let's go again. Tap your back knee down. Lift your chest up. Breathe in. Little pause at the top of the breath. Good. And then exhale, fold. Good. Do that again. Inhale, tap your back knee, lift your chest up. Good. And then fold, exhale. Good. Bend just the front knee as you inhale. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. This is easy twist. And you'll notice your left hip will want to flare out to the left, hug it in. Good. Reach your left arm up and over your left ear. Make downward facing dog as you exhale. Left hand comes down, step left leg back. Good. Identify where the back of your neck is with your awareness and then roll forwards into a plank. Imagine someone's moving you from the back of your neck. Beautiful. Good. And then lower your knees, your chin, your chest, come all the way down. Good. It's a cobra. Press down through the tops of your feet as you lift your chest up. Keep your elbows close to your outer ribs. Good. And then lower down as you exhale. Good. Do that again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Beautiful. And again, inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Come onto all fours as you breathe in. Downward facing dog is your exhalation. Drop your heels down towards the ground. Good. Breathing in and out. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Exhale, 3. Roll forwards into plank once again. Chaturanga maybe this time, or again, knees, chin, chest, or those of you carrying an extra body on board, just cat and cow. Good. Downward facing dog. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Beautiful. Right foot forwards now. Step your right foot between your hands. Lower your left knee down to the ground. Stay on your fingertips here as you lift your chest. Breathe in. Good. Pyramid fold forwards. Exhale, exhale, exhale. We go again. Maybe close the eyes. Tap your back knee down. Lift your chest up as you breathe in. Good. And then fold as you breathe out. Encasing the movement within breath. Again, inhale, tap. Fold, exhale. Good. Just bending your front knee as you inhale. Easy twist. Right arm lifts up towards the ceiling. Good. Reach your right arm up and over your right ear as you breathe in. Right hand comes down inside your right foot. Come into Malasana squat at the top of your mat. So step left foot to meet right. Toes are out, heels are in. Come on down. Malasana. Good. Bring your prayer to your heart center and use your upper arm bones to pry open your inner thighs. Good. Take a breath in. Fold forwards. Exhale. Toe heel your feet in towards each other. And then come into chair. Utkatasana. So chair, your big toes are touching, heels slightly apart, right? So you want to heel, yeah, that's it. And then it's not about how low you go, right? Because all of us have different actions in our ankles. I'd like your chest to be lifted, weighted into your heels. Good. Draw your lower belly in. Sit down there. Beautiful. Take a breath in. Fold forwards. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Good. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Step back to plank and hold your plank here. Pull your lower belly in, firm up your thighs. Chaturanga, come halfway or all the way down. Good. Cobra or up dog. Breathe in. Lift up to the crown of your head. Strong legs, downward facing dog. Exhale. Good. Seal your left heel down towards the ground. Step your right foot forwards. It's going to be a warrior 1. Interlace your fingers. Come all the way up. Press palms up towards the ceiling. Good. Squeeze your left butt cheek in. Good. Some of you could do with stepping your left foot out towards the left a little bit more. That's it. Very nice. And then press into your front heel to encourage your right outer hip back. Good. Reach up to your arms as you breathe in. Hands come down, chaturanga. So step back and lower now, all on that exhale if you can. Beautiful. Cobra or up dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, exhale. At the bottom of the breath, seal your right heel, step your left foot forwards, warrior 1, left side. So try not to kick back in these Surya beads. Interlace your fingers above your head. Take a breath in. Hands come down, exhale, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog is your exhale. Right foot, warrior one, no swing backs. Seal your left heel, step forwards, rise up, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out, hands come down and lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog, exhale at the bottom of the breath, step left foot forwards, warrior one. Inhale, we're moving our energy. Chaturanga, and with that comes a little bit of resistance too, right? Yeah, so we notice downward facing dog, exhale, right foot forwards, left heel down, step through, warrior one breath, rise. Chaturanga is your exhalation. So if I'm not moving at your rhythm, you move at your own rhythm, right? Good. Downward facing dog, exhale, left foot, warrior one, seal your back heel, rise up. Chaturanga is your exhalation. Keep finding those little pause at the top and the bottom of the breath. Good. Downward facing dog. Drop your knees to the mat, sit on your heels for a moment. Bring your hands onto your lap and pause. Close down the eyes and you feel. There it is, that force of life that is running through you. Not needing to be anywhere else, not needing to be distracted by water breaks or fixing the clothing. Just be here. Really show up for yourself. This is the energy that has only our best interest at heart, right? And it lifts us out of inertia. Good, downward facing dog, off you go. Inhale, come up onto the toes, lift your heels. Look to the top of your mat, walk, step, float forwards. When you arrive, feet are hip width distance apart, halfway lift as you breathe in, and then fold forwards, breathe out. Now toe heel your feet in towards each other and stay in a forward fold with your feet together. Let go of your head, let go of the tension in your jaw. Yeah, some of you might want to sway from side to side. Good. Utkatasana, bend your knees, reach your arms above your head, your palms are touching, and your little fingers are rolling in. You keep your feet set up. Good. Good. Bring your prayer to heart center now. Take a breath in, twist to the right. Good. You'll notice that one knee will want to shift in front of the other. Probably your left knee. So send your left outer hip back. This one back. Yeah. And it gets challenging. It gets sticky on our mat. Right? That's a whole purpose of yoga. But we find stillness even here, quiet connection to this internal flow. Come back to chair, Utkatasana, steady the eyes. Good, and bring your prayer to your heart center, twist over to the left, right elbow to left thigh. You want to squeeze those knees together. This time it's the right outer hip that leads back. Good, and you really feel this length from the tailbone to the crown of your head. Good, fold forwards, exhale. Separate your feet hip width distance apart. Slide the palms of your hands underneath your feet. Parahastasana, walking your toes towards your wrist. Take a breath to lift your chest halfway. Good, and then fold forwards, exhale. Stay here for a few breaths. So separate your feet wider. Nowhere else to be but right here in your body. Good, release your hands from your feet, toe heel your feet together. Utkatasana, chair pose, bend your knees, weight it into your heels, weight it into your sit bones. Good, fold forwards, exhale, exhale, exhale. Good, take a halfway lift, breathe in. Chaturanga is your breath out, or you skip it and go straight to downward facing dog. Right foot, warrior one, step it through. Feel your back heel, rise up. It's like a precision as you move, and then you land in the pose, and there you are. You connect to that current inside. Good. Interlace your fingers behind your back, straighten your front leg, roll your shoulders round and back. And then as you exhale, it's humble warrior. Rebend your front knee. You're anchoring into the heel of your back foot, and then allow your spine to roll down. Good. You can let go of holding your head now. Breathe in. Breathe out. Warrior one, rise all the way up as you inhale. Warrior two is your exhale. Open up to the hips, open up to the shoulders, eyes to the middle finger of your right hand. Good. On your inhale, straighten your legs and reach your arms above your head. Good. Exhale is a warrior two. Inhale, reach. Warrior two. Go again. Inhale. Warrior two. Exhale. Straighten your front leg. Prepare for Trikonasana. On your inhale, reach your right arm forwards and your left hip back. And then come into your Trikonasana. So it's less about how low you go. I always say that, right? It's about how open your heart remains. So if you find that your heart is facing the ground, lift up a little bit. Straighten this front leg. Good. Anchor into the heel of your back foot. Feel that. Anchor into the big toe joint of your front foot. Feel that. Reverse your warrior. Deep bend through your front knee. Tip it back. Breathe in. Into half moon pose as you exhale. So you might have to take an extra breath on your way into this transition. Right fingertips to the right corner of the mat or right hand on a block. Beautiful. Flexing the toes of your left foot towards their own shin. And then have a quick peek at your front knee. You want your front knee to face forward. So turn those toes out a little bit. I got you. Beautiful. You can do this. Up you come. Beautiful. Take a breath in. Left hand comes down and left knee tucks behind your right knee. Curl in. Stay. Inhale, send your left leg up and back. On your exhale, step your left foot halfway up the mat. Left toes point towards the left corner of the mat. Left heel turns in. Pyramid. Inhale, lift your chest. Fold forwards, exhale. Again, halfway, breathe in. Fold. And again, inhale, lift your chest halfway. Fold forwards as you exhale. Come up onto the ball of your back foot. Bend into your right knee. Hands stay glued to the mat. Three-legged dog. Take your right leg up and back behind you. Stacking your right hip over the left. Look underneath your right armpit. So you're continuing the twist all the way along the length of your spine. Good. You can stay here or come on around to a quiet landing and flip dog. So the right leg becomes so heavy, you land. Then your hip lift. Spine lengthens long. Good. Take a breath in. Come back around to three-legged dog. Right leg lifts up towards the ceiling. Good. Right leg down. Come forwards into a plank pose. Roll forwards. Right hand to the center of your mat. Vashisthasana, side plank facing the left. Good. You always have the option of lowering your right knee down to the ground. Good. Everybody, left hand to left knee. Squeeze your left knee in towards your left armpit. And then guide your left foot all the way to the top of your mat. Lower your right knee down to the ground. Reach your left arm up. Coming into monkey twist here. Left knee forwards. That's it. And then send your right heel towards your right bum cheek. And some of you are going to catch your right foot. Some of you are not. So we're in monkey twist here. So use the press of your right foot into your left hand to pry open the tissue on the left side of your chest. Close the eyes. Follow your breath. You can shape your own breath here. If you've got the foot, release it. Left hand comes all the way back. Make a downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forwards into plank. Chaturanga is your exhale. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog, exhale. Seal your back heel, right heel down, left foot forwards, warrior one. Rise on up. Good, steady the eyes. Good, interlace your fingers the awkward way round your back now. Roll your shoulder heads round and back, maybe straighten the front leg. Humble warrior, down you go. Follow the exhale as you roll your spine forwards. Really nice. Lifting your fist up towards the ceiling and the crown of your head in an opposite direction. Your left shoulder move to the inside of your left knee, and you can drop the contents of your mind here. Let go of the head. Good. Warrior one, rise up, breathe in. Warrior two, exhale. Good. Straighten your legs, reach your arms above your head as you breathe in. Look up to your thumbs. Warrior two, exhale. And again, inhale, reach. Warrior two, exhale. And again, inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Nice at home. Straighten your front leg as you inhale. Reach your left arm forwards, right hip back. Beautiful transitions. Left arm to the inside of your left leg. Good. Some of you are going to look up at your right thumb. That feels not so nice on the neck, then look to the right side. If that still feels a little too much in the neck, then look down at your left big toe. And then see if you can balance all the effort you're putting into this posture with a sense of ease. That's the hard part. Good. Reverse your warrior. Deep bend in your front knee. Reach up with your left arm. Good. Half moon pose. So I say call out the pose, but really the pose is how you move from one place to the next on your mat. That you could use here. Beautiful. Kicking out to the next person. That's okay. Good. I got you. Beautiful. Breathe. We're continuously opening up space for our energy to move in. Take a breath in. Right hand down, right knee tucks behind your left knee. Squeeze in. Let go of your head. Good. Extend your right leg up and back. Breathe in, expand. Step your right foot halfway up the mat. Right toes point forwards, right heel in. Fingertips stay on the mat or blocks. Lift your chest halfway. Breathe in. Good. Fold as you breathe out. Do that again. Inhale, lift. Fold, exhale. And again, inhale. Fold, exhale. Come up onto the ball of your back foot, bend into your front knee. Good, three-legged dog. Left leg lifts up and back behind you. Reach your left leg up and back. Bend your left knee. Open up through your hips. Good, here you are. You can stay here or come on round to a flip dog. Land ever so slightly, lightly. Toe heel your feet together. Toe heel them a little bit more. So your feet are hip width distance apart. Inner thighs are rolling in. And then your spine can pour out of your pelvis. Good. Three-legged dog. Left leg lifts back up. Come into your downward facing dog. Roll forwards into plank. Left hand to the center of your mat, Vashisthasana, side plank facing the right side of your space, right side of your mat. Adapt to suit your needs. Some of you are better off lowering your left knee because then your breath can be there for you. Good, everybody go and fish for your right knee. Squeeze your right knee in towards your right armpit. And guide your right knee forwards, right foot to the top of your mat. Lower your left knee down to the ground. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Circle it round. Either stay here or coming into monkey twist. Bring your left heel towards your left bum cheek. Reach back. Here we stay for a few breaths. So it really is irrelevant whether you catch the back foot or not, right? If you can't quite catch the back foot, just bring the left heel towards the left bum cheek. Steady your breath. Good, if you've got the foot, release it. Bring your right hand all the way back down. Step back to plank pose. Either you move to downward facing dog or through a vinyasa, your choice, your practice, your body. Good. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Lower your knees to the mat for a pause. Sit on your heels. Bring your hands onto your lap. Close the eyes. Try not to fidget. Try not to be taken outside. Keep drawing inwards. And so we get to know ourselves on the mat. We get to know our habits, our tendencies. And then when we connect to this current, this flow within, we recognize its very high vibration. It brings with it comfort. There's trust. Stay with that just for a moment more. Good, and then make your way to downward facing dog. So continuing our sequence, we're just going to flow a little bit more. Same sequence, we're just going to add on a little bit. On your inhale, come up onto your toes. Bend your knees, look to the top of your mat, walk, step or float forwards. It's a halfway lift. Fold forwards, exhale. Come into chair, Utkatasana, breathe in. Twist over to the right as you breathe out, left elbow to right thigh. Look down at your right tippy toes. Start to peel your left heel off the ground. Trust you can do it. Keep squeezing your knees in. As you lengthen your left leg back, move your spine forwards in the opposite direction of your left leg. Good, and then land in crescent lunge twist. Left toes land. Here you have the option to lower your left knee down to the ground. Beautiful. Stay and breathe here. Beautiful. Good. Release your hands either side of your front foot. Straighten your front leg, pyramid pose. Stay there. Good. And then send your right leg up and back behind you. Right leg, sweep it up and back. And then as you exhale, bring your right knee to your right armpit and squeeze. Good. Inhale, right leg lifts up and back. It's a warrior one. Step your right foot through, seal your back heel, and then rise up as you inhale. Good. Humble warrior is your exhale. You just got one exhale as you roll down. Warrior one, rise up. Exhale to warrior two. Straighten the arms, straighten the legs, reach your arms above head. Warrior two, exhale. Coming into side angle this time, either right forearm on the right thigh, reaching your left arm up and over your left ear, or right hand down to a block, right hand down all the way down to the ground, your choice. If you've got your right forearm on your right thigh, try not to lean your weight into that right forearm, trusting your legs. From here, it's half moon pose. See how smoothly you can make the transition. Right fingertips down, left leg up. Good. Left hand comes down, snuggle your left knee behind your right and exhale all the breath out. Extend your left leg up and back, breathe in. Step your left foot halfway up the mat, breathe out and fold over your front leg. Twisted triangle, left hand comes to the inside of your right foot. Right hand to your sacrum as you turn your chest towards the right. And then if it feels right in your body, you reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. So here is a very grounding pose. Use the block. Anchor into the heel of your back foot so your left leg is so strong. Good. Right hand comes back down onto the ground. Three-legged dog. Right leg lifts up and back behind you. Right knee bends. Exhale. Stay here or come on round to your flip dog. Beautiful at home. One breath in your flip dog. Flip, flop, 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 flip dog. Good. Straight into side angle. Right hand comes all the way down to the ground. Reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Go fish for your left knee or your left big toe. Good. Guide your left foot all the way to the top of your mat. Land your right knee down to the ground. Into your monkey twist. Circle your left arm round and back to catch your right foot. Really nice. Breathe here. Good. Slowly release your foot. Left hand comes to the inside of your left foot, slightly different. Turn all 10 toes towards the right for Prasarita, wide-legged forward fold. That's it. Turn around to face the right. Toes are in, heels are out. And then walk your hands as far forwards to your neighbor's mat as you can. So you're walking your hands forwards and let your chest drop down towards the ground. That's it. And then you start to lift your hips up so they're directly over the mat. Often in our forward fold, we shift our hips back. I want you to shift your hips up towards the ceiling. Mm-hmm. Back here. Oh. I know you like that. I know you did. I know, I could see that standing. Good. And then come up halfway. Walk your hands towards the top of your mat. Pivot onto the ball of your back foot. You're in your runner's lunge. Press the palms of your hands down into the ground to lift your front foot up. Step it back with not a scrape sound in the room. Good. And then you can move through a flow, through a vinyasa, or you can stay in downward facing dog. And there you are in downward facing dog. Close the eyes down. Remember, you have agency over your breath. You can shape it as you like. And the minute you start to shape your breath, there you are, participating in the current of life that runs through you, through me, through all of us. Good. Inhale, come up onto your toes, last side, step or float to the top of your mat. It's a halfway lift. Fold, exhale. Share, inhale. Twist to the left is your exhale. Look down at your left tippy toes. How slowly can you start to peel your right heel off the ground Right heat to right heel to right bum cheek. And then extend your right leg back as you reach the crown of your head forwards. Land in crescent lunge twist. Some of you are going to drop your right knee down to the ground. Good. Circle your left hand down, straighten your front leg. It's a wide pyramid. It's nice as you shift your hips back. Three-legged dog. Left leg lifts up and back as you breathe in. Left knee, left armpit. Exhale. Good. Inhale, left leg lifts up and back. Step left foot through, warrior one. Seal your back heel and rise up as you inhale. Interlace your fingers behind your back. It's a humble warrior for your exhale. So feed yourself the breath. Good. Warrior one. Inhale. To warrior two. Exhale. Straighten legs, reach your arms, breathe in. Notice how fluid your breath is. Warrior two, exhale. Side angle, your variation. Keep the fluidity of your breath as you move into the pose. Just enough effort to sustain the pose, and then work your breath so that your energy can move through. From here, half moon, left fingertips to the left corner of the mat or block. Right leg lifts up and back, squeezing the left bum cheek to the left sit bones. Good. Right hand down, squeeze right knee behind left and curl in. Extend your right leg up and back as you breathe in. Step your right foot halfway up the mat, breathe out. Twisted heart, twisted triangle. Right hand stays on the mat or the block. Left hand to your sacrum. Beautiful, Juliet. And then reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. Grounded in your feet. So weighted into both feet. Good. Left hand comes down. Come up onto the ball of your back foot. Bend into your left knee, three-legged dog, left leg extends up, back, behind you, open up. You're on the left side of your body, open. Maybe there's a flip dog, maybe you stay. Land and inhale, open up to your chest. Vashisthasana, left side, left hand stays on the ground. Right arm lifts up towards the ceiling. Good. And then go and fish for your right knee, your right big toe. Guide your right foot all the way to the top of your mat where you land your left knee down. Sweep your right arm round and back behind you. Go fish for your foot. Maybe is a little bit more accessible this time round. Try and open the tissue on the right side of your chest. Focusing on your breath. Power of your breath, move your energy. Good, and then slowly release it down. Both hands to the inside of your front foot. Malasana squat at the top of your mat. Left foot meets right foot, prayer to heart center. And then close down the eyes here. Or if crow is in your practice, go ahead. But if you're not practicing crow today, that's totally great. Just keep your eyes closed so you're not leaking any of this energy out of yourself by looking at others' practice. And so that the others that move don't feel the need to perform. Participating in the flow that exists within you, and then allowing just by the mere attention you give it starts to lighten up. When you've finished your crow, whatever you're doing right now, come back into Malasana. And then sit down onto your bum. Little boat pose here. Bring your hands to the backs of your thighs. Unless you're carrying a baby on board, stay here. Good. And then bring the soles of your feet together for Baddha Konasana. Interlace your fingers behind your back, your head. Lift your chest up as you breathe in. And then bow of your legs as you breathe out. Can you feel the texture of the soles of your feet together? Can you feel your breath moving into your back body, into the back of your lungs? Sometimes we get so pulled away from this current that exists inside us, looking for the answers outside, looking for other people's opinions, listening to noise. We forget this place within all of us, each of us, place of knowing, of wisdom, of intelligence. If we were to trust it, just like we trust our lungs to breathe and our hearts to beat. And slowly come on up. And then come lie down on your mats on the back, all the way down. Land and prepare yourself for bridge pose here. So make sure your feet are about hip width distance apart. Bring your arms alongside your body. And then as you inhale, lift your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Press your lower back down onto the ground and then lift your hips up. Shimmy your shoulder blades in towards each other. Press down into your feet a little bit more. And then slowly, bone by bone by bone, slowly lower your vertebrae down to the ground. Bring the soles of your feet together when you arrive, hands on your body for Supta Baddha Konasana. And you just feel with your eyes closed here the effects of any back bend, this generative pose. It's like the flooding of good hormones washing through your body. Let's do another one, bridge, or this time, those of you who've got wheel in your practice, if you're working on wheel, then you bring your hands either side of your ears, point your elbows up towards the ceiling, and then use your inhale to come up onto the crown of your head, and then exhale, come on up. Beautiful. Breathe. Those of you in wheel, tuck your chin in towards your chest and lower onto your shoulders first. Then everybody lower all the way down for another Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together, hands on your body, close the eyes down. Feel. So you really get to know this place inside. Get to trust it's always there. So no matter the intensity, no matter the challenge, here you are. Good. And then bring your hands either side of your thighs. Draw your knees in towards each other. And then lift your legs up towards the ceiling for your waterfall. Arms alongside your body, palms are facing up here. Some of you are going to pop a little block underneath your sacrum, and some of you are going to make your way into shoulder stand. But just take a moment before you move, just to decide what's best for you in this moment. Sometimes our mind gets control and go, I must do this because it's the most hard thing to do and the best thing. No, we move because our body is telling us to move. And sometimes our body is telling us to rest. And we get to know these little signals when we get to tap into our own energy. Those of you in shoulder stand, start to make your way into plow, alamanzo, so moving your legs over your head. And if your toes touch the ground, then you can release your hands from your back. If they don't, keep supporting your back with your hands. Then from here, deaf man's pose. If it's in your practice, bringing your knees either side of your temples or your ears and giving your head, your brain a little squeeze here. Beautiful. And then uncurling, we meet everybody in our viparita. So keeping your legs extended up towards the ceiling. Those of you on a block, slowly remove it. Everybody hug your knees in towards your chest. Taking a happy baby, the outer edges of your feet or your ankles. You rock from side to side. And you notice any shifts perhaps from the beginning of your practice. Maybe a sense of fluidity. We remove the need to be rigid, to control events. Instead, we trust that we have the flexibility, not just in our bodies, but in our minds, to navigate our way with ease through whatever life comes into us. Drop your feet down to the ground, shift your hips to the right, drop your knees to the left for your supine twist. Go the need to control your breath in any way now. Good. Slowly come back up to center. Shift your hips to the right, knees to the left, supine twist, the other side. And then when you're ready, you slowly make your way into your final posture, your Shavasana. If you have a baby on board, then roll over towards the left. So roll over onto your left side, left side. And it takes a moment, right? To allow for stillness. Give yourself permission to pause, to no longer do, just to be. There is within us an invisible force of support we might call grace. It cannot be seen. It is felt. It is that feeling of being overwhelmed by goodness. It comes like a great benevolent gust, making us agape at the sheer mercy being blown our way. Grace is always at work, nudging us to explore our internal landscape. And if we follow its call, we discover that underneath the knots and noise of our lives sits a loving presence, unaffected by what is happening on the outside. A universal current leading all of us to a state of acceptance and peace. It shows us that no matter the circumstance, there is a force of unfathomable excellence and intelligence holding us. Even our most gutted places, we are not just held, but uplifted, urged, encouraged, and shown the truth underneath all experience. No matter the size of our pain, there is a stillness deeply loving, a deeply loving force trying to lift us above it. Without us realizing it, the very structure we built to make ourselves feel safe prevents us from feeling safe. The things we do to make ourselves feel secure and in control are often the very things that make us feel somehow threatened and at risk. We took the natural fluidity and effervescence of life force, and we sometimes put a clamp on it, closing ourselves off from the fullness and infinite potential of life itself. But we can awaken grace now and discover within our body a temple of respite. We can choose to meet our bodies and our hearts with soft attention. And thereby we open the gate and discover the gentle embrace of the universe. Slowly bring your attention back into your body. Remember your breath. Remember the feeling of your breath in your body. Gather your knees in towards your chest. Roll over to one side, any side. Pause here. Now remember that the yoga isn't something that just happens on our mat. On our mat, we learn about ourselves. We remember a connection to this current of life that runs through us all the time. so that we can take these lessons off our mat into our daily lives. Slowly make your way up to your comfortable seat. No urgency. No urgency to get there. And then when you arrive, bring your hands together. Prayer. And today we're going to close our practice with a sea of 3 Oms. So just 3 Oms, one after the other in your own time. Breathe in to prepare. Oh. Your thumbs up to your third eye. In gratitude of this practice always. In gratitude of each and every one of you here and at home. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Have a beautiful Sunday. Thank you at home.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Lovely. So lovely.
Have
Thank
a
you.
lovely Sunday.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Thank
I
you so
hope.
much. Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye, everybody. Bye, Rebecca. Bye, Fiona.
Bye.
Bye.